This is KSD podcast.
What I mean by scarcity mentality
Yeah.
is basically not thinking the opposite of abundance.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a person or a guy and you got options, right? You won't have a scarcity mindset because you know you're gonna replace. You don't have to chase.
Yeah.
But the guys who do have scarcity mindset, what end up happening is that they don't even have enough experience or a variety of women.
Yeah.
Like let's say the way I am right now.
Yeah.
I fall in love with one woman, I marry her, and that's the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I've never gotten my heart broken. I've never got to experience like different classes of women, different demographics, different religious backgrounds.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel like at the end of the day, there's like one common trait with women.
Yeah.
Or there's certain traits which are common with women, regardless what language you speak, which country you're from, but there's those certain similar traits which we can all relate to.
Sure.
And I feel like if you haven't been around, you won't be able to differentiate what's this and what's not. And then just to top up this whole scarcity mentality thing, man, from my own personal experiences, or my personal observation, not experience, that most marriages which would end like in a divorce and stuff like that is because the guy has scarcity mentality. So he falls in love with the woman and he ends up prioritizing the woman above his goals and ambitions and all of that stuff. And as much as she loved him for him pursuing his goals, but at some point he kind of loses his train of thought and he pedestalizes her. And she ends up controlling him because she's aware of that. You know? She's aware of that, and she's like, oh, he doesn't have any other options, you know? So she's gonna fucking play mind games with him and basically control him. Because like I said, from observation, I've seen grown men who would ask their spouse for permission to go out with their friends, you know? Of which I found that very ridiculous, bro. And at the time, imagine asking for permission for things which you work hard for every day. You know, for me, I just found that like it triggered me in a sense because I'm like, people don't have that abundance mentality. It's like this will be the only woman I'll ever come across who's ever gonna make me happy, or vice versa.
True. No, that is very true, man. You just hit the nail. That's what I believe in, man. You know what I mean? It's just like meeting a certain woman. You understand? And most of the time, what happens? I think we spoke about that last time. That most of the time, I tell guys that having an abundant mentality, which we're gonna touch, right? It's more of saying that I'm meeting you, but already it's not like I want to marry you or I want to make you my girlfriend. I just want to get to know you. You understand? So even if I make you my girlfriend and now we're dating, doesn't mean that I have to marry you. If it happens that you change your mind, or maybe it happens that you don't do the things that I want from a woman, I have to move on. So having a scarcity mindset, that means you are telling yourself that I have to make it work with this girl no matter what. I just met this girl, I have to make. So that means you don't open yourself for other options. So that means even if the girl is much of a bully, you understand, even if the girl doesn't treat you right, you're gonna tolerate that because you have a scarcity mind.
Also, just to touch, dude, women already know from the get-go that this guy, he's scarce amongst, like, he doesn't have enough women. They know, like, they can tell. They can tell from like how clingy you are and all of that stuff.
Exactly.
You know?
And by that means when she does something wrong, you're unable to call her out because why?
She's gonna leave.
And you have to have that mentality. If she leaves you, it's fine.
This is KSD podcast.